What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you things you might have missed in Gremlins. So right here, guys, I think we have a little bit of foreshadowing. What you can see, this wrecked vehicle is an AMC Gremlin. This is a car made by American Motor Company. The movie is called Gremlins. The car is called a Gremlin. And if my eyes aren't deceiving me, the Gremlin is even green. Okay, what you guys are looking at is the awesome radio host, Rockin' Ricky Rialto. Well, as you can tell, this billboard looks like Indiana Jones. The tie-in here is Steven Spielberg directed Indiana Jones. Steven Spielberg was also an executive producer on Gremlins. So basically what he's doing is a little cross-promotion right here. Gotta be honest, not a dumb idea. If you guys notice on the right of the screen, doesn't this look like the clock tower from Back to the Future? Now, I know Gremlins came out before Back to the Future, but the truth is this entire town square is the exact same town square from Back to the Future. It's not just Back to the Future though. This was actually used in a ton of different movies throughout the years, even movies predating Gremlins by 20-30 years. The next interesting thing we have right here is a video rental store. Now, back in the day, this was super common. Nowadays, not so much, and this is why I chose to point this one out. What's special about this is, as you can see in the window, they are renting Intellivision games. All right, so the next little Easter egg we have here is, notice the vet's name is Dr. Moreau. Well, what's so important about that? Well, I mean, only The Island of Dr. Moreau, written by H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells is synonymous with sci-fi / horror type stories. Maybe someone, either a set designer, the director, the writer, somebody was obviously a fan of his, or at least that book, in my opinion. I just found this very interesting, how they were able to shoehorn Dr. Moreau into that being a veterinarian. This is something that's not so much an Easter egg, because it's kind of right in your face, but I definitely didn't notice this when I was a child. And this is another one of those things for all my gaming nerds out there. As you can see, they're playing on a Donkey Kong mini arcade made by Coleco. But if you notice all the wrapping paper around it, that means these little hellions unwrapped the present and were playing with something that was meant for Billy. I'd be kind of pissed off if I were him. On the floor here we have a Fangoria magazine. Now this one's kind of a personal thing for me and for my brothers, because we actually grew up reading this magazine. We would get all kinds of behind the scenes hints and tricks and things like that as far as horror movie production goes. So really, this one's for me more than anyone else. If you guys notice this painting on the wall in Mrs. Deagle's house, this is the scene where she is on the automatic chair stair lift, and the Gremlins have rewired it and she shoots out the window. Well, as she zooms past her, the eyes don't move, but the eyes are looking left, as if to watch Mrs. Deagle fly out the window to her demise. Now this is something I bet no one ever noticed before. They're watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, made by Disney. Well, one of the Gremlins is wearing some Disney ears here. In the movie theater scene, we got a lot going on. This is just really what I was able to see from watching the Blu-ray. But here's some of the things I noticed. Definitely in the comments, put some of the things you see that I didn't. We got a Gremlin wearing a sheriff hat, a Gremlin wearing a robber mask, a Gremlin wearing a bucket as a mask, a Gremlin wearing a bucket as a shirt. We also have a Gremlin wearing a Groucho Marx mask. This guy's wearing some kind of weird mask. I don't even know what this is from, and I don't even know what this shiny thing is. And is this guy wearing a wig? This is another one of those Spielberg movie tie-ins. As you can see, front and center is a plushie of E.T. Well, Steven Spielberg directed E.T. Okay, right now what we are looking at is the TV reporter Lou Landers, played by Jim McCrell. Now, back in the day, you would not have noticed this. Why? Because Gremlins came out before Teen Wolf. This is the principal from Teen Wolf. This is Principal Thorn in Teen Wolf. Those are all the little Easter eggs that I noticed in Gremlins. I'm sure I missed some. If you guys know of any that I don't, now keep it to just on-screen things. I don't usually go with behind-the-scenes stuff, making of stuff, or even flaws in the film. But if you notice something I didn't, please feel free to put it in the comments. If there's another movie you guys want to see me dissect, put that in the comments, and if I find enough stuff, I'll make that video.